the core foundation. In essence, if you really want to know, how do you know you're living in the last days? What's the proof? What do I look for?
Yeah.
Look no further than the Jewish people. They are basically God's prophetic time clock. His first coming, his second coming, the purpose of the 7-year tribulation, it's all wrapped around Israel. And which for the Christian, it should send a message of this. We don't know the day nor the hour of the rapture, but we know we leave prior to the 7-year tribulation when God's focus goes from the church back to Israel. Okay, all this means, if we're seeing those events with Israel getting close in the 7-year tribulation, our departure, the rapture, is that much closer. Right. Right. Well, and it's God's final countdown. And again, that's why he devotes nearly 1/3 of this book, the Bible, to prophetic events. And it's because God is warning people. I told you this in advance. 2,000 years, you go back to the book of Daniel, you're looking about 2,600 years ago.
Yeah.
So I told you in advance, this is what you can expect in the last days. And if anything, if you're saved, that means stop goofing off, get busy, finish strong, right? Because when the rapture happens, think about this, Gary. Did you know Jesus is going to find you doing something? Let that sink in your head for a while. Yeah. And right now, not in the future, not some promise, well, one of these days I'm really going to get serious like I was when I first got saved, serving Jesus. No, right now, because the rapture is imminent, how would he find you? Be honest, as if God doesn't know. If the rapture were to happen today, Christian, time's running out. That's what all this basically says. Okay, we're in the last days. Time's running out. Here's the evidence. Do you want him finding you sinning, worldly, living for this wicked world system? The love of the Father's not in you? Whoa. Or are you being that faithful bride, right? With one hand again to the cross, the other hand to the lost. You're sharing the gospel, waiting for that special moment, the fullness of the Gentiles. When that last person gets saved, bang, we're out of here. Is that how he's going to find you? Because he's going to find you doing something. If you're not saved, what's this information for? Here's the bad news, but I'm going to give you some good news after that. The bad news is this world is headed for the worst time in the history of mankind, according to Jesus. It's called the 7-year tribulation. You don't want to be there. Now, here's the good news. There's a way out.
Yes.
And his name is Jesus Christ. And for you, the reason why I'm sharing this information is these are all signs to take him serious so that you could receive his mercy and get saved, so you don't have to be a part of that either.
You can inform and encourage others by simply passing on this message. The Lord offers his love and wants to bring all of us home safely.